Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. Don't be surprised if they focus heavily on the run game here to start this first quarter. They know their running back, who has meant so much to this program, has been beloved by these fans, has a chance to break the single-season rushing record. They want to do it early and make sure there is juice here in this stadium. I expect them to give him the rock. I'll keep you posted on the vibe here on the sideline early in this ballgame. Guys?
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it, because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Oh, pressure's coming. Fires quickly. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. 4th down coming up. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rebels offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when you have a corner of this caliber, it gives the defense so many options in the way they can attack. We'll see what they're able to do with this guy. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Turning it on! Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Between the hashes, it's Cunningham. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Lacey. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. Gets a hand in there.
I love defenses that can mix it up between man and zone, and I love the vision right here by the cornerback, seeing the quarterback the whole way, breaking on the football when that hand separates from the other hand. Nice job getting the deflection. Nice vision by that cornerback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the field. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hand it to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run inside. It's Lacey. And he's in! Touchdown, Ole Miss! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Snagged in the middle. It's Baxter. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence.
Runs through a man. He might have space. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Finds the big tight end. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Right side, it's Lacey. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. And he scores! Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Sells the run, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Kentucky going quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, he's got some space. Past the 30. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
You want to know why this offense runs the football a lot? Because you got a guy that's top 5 in college football in rushing. You give him the football, and he'll continue to make plays. I imagine they're going to keep feeding him because he keeps putting up productive numbers.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. They'll run it with Baxter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line. Stopped right there. As we check in with Holly.
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline. Their running back is making a little bit of history, and his teammates are very aware. That last touchdown, rushing touchdown, put him at the top of school history for the season. Guys are fired up, making sure he gets the game ball right there. He's trying to get his helmet back on and get ready to run back out there and make even more history here today. But guys are very aware that he's doing something special out on the field. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. At the end of quarter 1, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Hobbs. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separate.
Snags it and he's open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. From the gun, it's Lacey. He's past the sticks. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Drops back on first down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Rebels have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Rushes on. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Escapes the pressure going right. Caught. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Rebels.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute, get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Kentucky. Offense back out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Play action on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And, man, it's all eyes on this Will Stein offense. He comes back to Kentucky, man. He's an offensive savant. Spent his time, obviously, in Oregon. He's innovative. He's got a new guy at the trigger spot. Minchie, that was battling Carr a year ago at Notre Dame, Palmer. They were neck and neck. Minchie lost the battle. Now he comes to Kentucky with a rebuilt roster and a new lease on life.
Yeah, you got to dig to find film on Minchie during his time at Notre Dame, but when you do watch it, you absolutely can see the potential. He's a big guy with a live arm who can also run, and he's going to give this Kentucky offense, I think, a dynamic that they haven't had in a long time with his mobility and playmaking. running the football as well. So I can't wait to see the marriage between Stein and Minchie here and what it means for this Wildcats offense.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Quick give. It's Lacey. He's out past the 35. Turns it on in midfield. He's now up to 95 yards rushing in this game and getting closer to 1,400 for the season. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Working the ground game. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had 0 answers.
They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Rebels! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to...
Throws it deep. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Rebels are in the red zone. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Wildcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Selling the fake. Going for 6. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that personal foul goes against the defense. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. There he goes. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Trying to get started. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. 1 more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Oh, what a move. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We get right to it with Indiana in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hoosiers, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back to your game inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
All right, Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach at the half. He is not surprised this running back hit the Heisman pose in that mid-celly. He said he is continuing to be such a big, dominant figure on the field. He loves that he's got the confidence to strike the pose, but more importantly, have the kind of ground game that deserves all that attention. We'll see if he keeps it up here in the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He breaks a tackle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Give him 109 yards rushing as he inches closer to that 1,400-yard milestone. Quarterback changing the play. Moving the pocket, it's Chambliss. Left side is Lacey. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, things have mostly been going right for this offense in this game so far. That's why they have the lead they have. But that time, a little bit of a mental error. That should have been intercepted. Don't love the decision by the quarterback.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now on second down. Handoff for Baxter. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. On first down, it's Baxter again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Kentucky right back to the line. They'll give it to Baxter. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down or else they are really in trouble. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Running inside, it's Baxter. and he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Out wide right, it's Anderson. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard.
This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Rebels sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Lindsey. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Tries to get it himself. Got some room in into the goal line. Touchdown Rebels! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patterson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Right side, it's Baxter. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And good work by the coverage team to knock down. Third man. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trying to establish the run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Got it in the middle, it's Gill. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll run it. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Quick handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He's down short of the line to gain. It'll bring up a 4th down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Frazier. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The give as they work on that clock. Snowed under by the defense.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. Talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Here's a give to Frazier. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend? It's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this